Good morning. How you doing this morning? This is Keith Neal, your creativity coach from Morning Cup of Keith. And today as we talk about common struggles, that continued theme here, and unable to prioritize, we'll talk about some of the mistakes today that you could be making when it comes to this. And one of the most common ones, one of the biggest ones that you're gonna run into is you're prioritizing your tasks and your projects. What can happen if you don't sit down, if you don't pay, give attention to these things? It's gonna be like trying to put together a puzzle, but doing it wrong. Just none of the puzzles are fitting pieces, but you're just doing it anyway and hope that everything would just come together. You're gonna be flying blind. You're gonna just, it's just a random allocation of these things, and then you're just gonna look and say, well, yeah, I did this, and it just does not, it just ends up failing you, and then you go right back to, I'm just unable to do this. I'm unable to prioritize right now. And so it should be your first priority is to accomplish this. You might have to allocate it to, somebody in the team that can help out. Or maybe just, 15 minutes in your day to start your day, and just to evaluate in front of you, how to sort this out, what to do. I see so many leaders in the experience I've had in corporate where they don't allocate. They try and take it all on themselves, or they allocate too much and they sit on the sideline. And then they just go, well, I'm unable to do that. I just give it to other people. And then it could land on them doing the same thing. So it's a big mistake that a lot of people do. And you want to look at, what should I be doing here? So, maybe it's a daily or a weekly team meeting to establish your goals and directives. That might be something you need to look at. Also, just maybe you're failing to consider the big picture. And the big picture can apply in a few different ways. The big picture and your bottom line is that for most projects will come back to making your company project profitable in the long term. And so you really have to look at all these different things. Yeah, again, I think the analogy of a puzzle is a really good one, where if those puzzle pieces aren't fitting, you got a problem. If you're just rushing to put that together, it takes time. It also can take a team. I know I did a puzzle with one of my friends not too far back, and it took us like a couple hours. It was, I forget how many pieces it was, but I think maybe it was an hour and a half. I can't remember. I remember that it took a long time. But we had to really, analyze, work it through, see what fits, and we came up with, accomplishing it and getting it done. So you're, with your big picture, every small decision you make within the context should be focused on the big picture. So everything, again, just like these little puzzle pieces, every one of those little puzzle pieces is part of your business, part of your business plan. So any project that doesn't make your company more profit should be a low priority. So whatever decision you're making, ensure that you have a positive turnaround. So there might be things that are less important. And I know it's easy to kind of go in there and say, I like this, I like this, I like that. But if it doesn't fit together, you need to discard it. I've never seen a puzzle like that, but I could imagine if someone would throw in other puzzle pieces and you're finding out that it just doesn't fit in. And that can be a similar thing. you know, again, it comes right back down to that's what a coach is for. You know, creativity coach, you know, could help you find out how to get this together. But they're not doing the work for you. You're still doing the work. They're going to guide you. One of my good friends that I've known for a long time, his father was a business analyst or business, I forget the exact title, but he'd go in and he would help businesses. He'd help kind of trim that fat, you know, help them see, you know, the big picture. So he never worked for them, but he just knew, he had a special skill of how to go in there, look at their business, and be able to go help them prioritize, help them be able to go from, you know, they must have been hanging at 0 and go to hero. And he did a really great job, and he turned around a lot of businesses because of that. And coaches are it's very important to look into that possibility of adding a coach into your business model. And they could help you with that profit, because that's really what it comes down to. And when it comes to businesses, you got to look at that profit. Otherwise, you're just not going to be doing business anymore. All right. Thanks for watching this video. And, you know, please subscribe, like, and share. And, yeah, and then just hit the notification bell. I'm just kind of drifting in here. It's a morning, that's for sure. And, but yeah, these things are important. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Always available for you. And see you in the next video. All right, take care.